Hi everyone, and welcome back to the George Collection. I'm Rachel with Right Side Blonde. Today's episode is going to be short and sweet because I will actually be in Pennsylvania as this episode airs. So if you're in Pennsylvania at the Reawaken Tour, please come find me at the George booth. I'll be with Gene Ho's booth. So come and say hi if you're at that event. What I wanted to share this week on the George Collection is actually correction because I was wrong. I was looking through the farewell issue and it actually spelled out exactly how many covers there were. Prior to this, I was looking on eBay and looking for each month. So as I saw a new month pop up, I had a little checklist, and unfortunately I wasn't aware that there were 4 months that actually had 2 different covers. So that makes the total 61, not 58 like I thought. I was correct about the 57 issues, which is great because 57 in Gematria is still George, Tesla, Moon, all those things, so those still apply. It is actually better that it's not 58 covers, it's 61, because this makes it a little interesting. So the 61st cover is obviously JFK Jr.'s face. This is the 61st cover. And if you do 61 in Gematria, it comes to fake death. So I thought that was interesting. Could just be a coincidence, but I thought I would share it with all of you so that you knew what I found out this week. I also want to let you know if there's ever a time that I make a mistake in any of these George magazines or in the future, I'll do my very best to correct it instantly so you know you can trust me. I'm always doing my best, but I am human and we tend to make mistakes. So I'm going to own up to that mistake. There are 61 covers, not 58 like I originally thought. Inside this issue are pictures of all 61 covers, and this is how I discovered that there were 61. I wish I would have just started here in the beginning because it would have just given me the answer instead of doing it the hard way and going on eBay and looking for each month. And if you look online, some say 59, some say 57, some say 58, so it was really hard to know exactly how many covers there were. So I'm glad I have the absolute answer, which is 61. There's no more doubting. Now we have the true answer. The tribute section inside features a lot of excerpts from articles and editors' letters from the previous issues, so it's kind of fun to go back and read through. A lot of those I've actually read on this show, but there's some that I haven't gotten to just yet. Those of you who watch this show frequently know that I notice colors. So the tribute section is in purple. Purple's 88, which is Trump, and there's also some Tiffany blue in there. So I thought it was interesting the tribute heading was in purple of all colors, and the little boxes with arrows forward were in the Tiffany blue color. The last thing I wanted to show you from this issue is the very back cover, which is a watch advertisement. It's a Chanel J12 watch. J in Gematria is 10, so if you add the 10 and 12, it comes to 22, which is the year we're in currently. Time is 47 in Gematria, which also is John. And the last thing I noticed about this ad is that there's water involved. Obviously, they're trying to show that this watch is waterproof, but I also thought it could be symbolic that on the front cover is JFK Jr., on the back cover is a watch, which signifies time, which time is John. It's showing 22, J12 is 22, and you've got water on one side and then it's clear on the other side. Could be symbolic in some ways, or it could simply just be a watch advertisement. What do you guys think? That does it for this episode of the George Collection. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.
Magazine, George, which is a hoot of a magazine. I thought you were a lawyer.
I was.
What happened?
Well, we decided, actually taking a cue from folks like yourself and you around the 1992 election, that there was an opportunity here to change the definition of a political magazine. Certainly the way Americans were accessing information about politics and politicians was changing. Candidates were appearing on late-night talk shows, on talk radio, on sitcoms, and there was a kind of a leveling process, and while the rest of media clearly had caught up with that, we felt that political magazines per se hadn't.
Your mother was a hell of an editor at Doubleday.
That's what I hear.
Would she have liked George?
I think she would have.